Hello Pisces, and welcome to your November reading. So we start off the month with a new moon in sidereal Libra on the 1st, followed by the 11:11 portal and a second full moon in a row in Aries at the final degree, and that's on November 15th, the same day that Saturn will station direct in Aquarius. And finally we have the Mercury going retrograde on November 25th. So let's see what Pisces can expect for November. One more card. Okay. And underneath the deck, the King of Coins. Something is looking very good in the money department or health. Your physical world is mastered. We have the Strength card. Okay, some of you have been going to the gym, you've been lifting, you've been seeing gains. But yeah, the strength to persevere, to push through. The Nine of Cups, wish come true. Beautiful. And transition, Scorpio season, death and transformation, transforming wealth or your body. And then the Adept of Crystals, the Knight of Coins, stability. Awesome. Slow and steady wins the race. So there's persistence, dedication, there's patience, but everything is paying off here in the Nine of Cups and the King of Coins. Whatever you've been up to, Pisces, it is paying off big time. So congratulations on that. Let's see what our journey cards can add to this message. All right, wisdom. Ooh. Yeah, wisdom gained, the process, trusting in the process. Okay, yeah, you definitely did that. Keep going. There's another pathway. And create. Okay, so there's two instruments here, two magic wands. Abracadabra, I create as I speak or as you write. Some of you could be working with sigil magic, journaling, there's a lot of positive energy flowing out the tips of these tools here. And you're literally writing your future. There could be a lot of research going on as well as far as pearls of wisdom. You can maybe get these clairaudient thoughts that come through from your subconscious, and you're able to write them down, use them to help others in the future or to encourage yourself to keep going on the path. When you have a rough day or you're thinking it's not worth it, it's never going to work, you can consult this book or collection of nuggets of wisdom that you've gathered along the way. Or perhaps you have a mentor, because here we have the Adept and the Master working together. So there's somebody who could also be feeding you these pearls of wisdom, things that have helped them along their path, helped them be successful, because it's not easy going through this transition, through this change. It's a death of the ego, death of the old self with the lion here, some of you may have had to contend with anger issues as well, but there's encouragement and support here in real physical world. So whatever you're doing or whoever you're consulting with is definitely a huge part of your success here. And if you are signing any contracts, do it before November 25th, before Mercury goes retrograde. But Saturn going direct on the 15th, that's, a green light. So maybe that 10-day window is you're going to be presented with an offer, an opportunity to travel. I'm seeing the background of the Adept of Crystals. It looks like a European castle. Regardless of where you live in the world, you might be traveling overseas to a different country. It just looks different from the architecture I see in my country. So I'm thinking of foreign lands, foreigners. You could have, again, contacts around the globe. You could be traveling to meet them. But you're either have a master or you are a master. So, or you're on your way to becoming one. Absolutely. All right. Message from your angels and ancestors, the wise one. Okay, continue to grow within your current situation. And we have wisdom. So even an older female or feminine traveler, feminine energy can be influential and motivational towards you. She has a lot of pearls of wisdom to offer. And traveler, move in a new direction. I just mentioned traveling the world. You could be taking this show on the road. And let's see, one more. High Priest, intend and create. And we have create there too. So the power of your creation this month is going to be exponentially beneficial to you. Again, he's got the wand in his hand, the phallus, the masculine principle to create and actually bring things into this physical world here. You have the power to manifest this month extremely well. And underneath we have the star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. So yeah, trust your intuition, trust this feminine inner wisdom that tells you which direction to go, because you're not going to fall off the path here. It's very distinct. You've written it very clearly for yourself. Either that or an ancestor has helped guide you through that process. All right, I'm going to get an alchemy card for us. That High Priest card looks very magician-like to me, mercurial, you know. Mercury symbol being the staff of the caduceus. So let's see. And Mercury rules travel. We have spring. Okay, so it could be a spring of your life, or I think of spring like a rebound on a trampoline, something being launched into the stratosphere. So number 17 is also the number of the star, but the spring is its new birth, new life. So this creation, again, theme coming up. Or depending on your location, perhaps the spring equinox, and that season is going to be the time where you really blossom. So the title of this card is Blossoming, Becoming, and the Horizon. When spring arrives, our eyes lift from the work and we peer out the window of the laboratory. We realize Earth has been in its own transformational spin, readying itself for a new era of growth. In a state of wonder, the alchemist sets aside the work of winter and opens the door, stepping into spring. When this card arrives, it indicates a blossoming, a coming into one's own. It's generation time. You may be dreaming up a business plan, humming a new melody, or flirting with a special someone. Spring is the season of the east, where the sun rises and lights the world. You do not have to work on anything during this phase. Let the energy of the season push through. You made it through winter, and the bulbs burst on their own. You're bursting with creativity. I see some of you writing music as well. The side notes say spring has a what's next quality to it. Sit in stillness and envision the horizon. Sit with the image until it shifts and you see something coming your way. Buds and grasses push up and out during spring. The season has a driving momentum to it, so keep an eye out for impatience, anger, or pushiness. I mentioned some of you might have this temper or this, fiery passion. That's good. It motivates you to create, but left unchecked, it could get out of control and lead to that impatience or fear, or quickly bring you down in some kind of negative energy, which will throw up a huge creative block. How about some astrology cards for Pisces? You're very tapped into the other side. I mean, you always are as the 12th sign. You rule the subconscious and spirituality. But let's see, we have house 3. There's Mercury again, Gemini. Communication. All right, the rational mind. So very clear thoughts coming through. We have square, a challenging situation or a mountain to climb. Yeah, you're given a task, but I mean, squares and oppositions are there to force you to grow. So there is a huge growth spurt coming. I think, and there's mountains even in this picture here. It's like you're in new territory, You've graduated to the next level, and with that comes its own challenges. But we have fire again. We started this with Leo, Sag, Aries, confidence, passion. So you're confident, you're like, I can take on this challenge, no problem. And underneath we have Aries, independence, bravery, and passion. So more fire. The Aries full moon in the middle of the month I think is going to be a very high energy time for you. You may not be able to sleep. You could be, like I said, keep a dream journal by your bed, because you could wake up and just need something to write down, having the best ideas coming to you. Let's get this Queen of the Moon card for you. For Pisces. All right, faith, yeah. This is the worm moon. That happens in spring as well, when the ground thaws and the worms start to come out. We have the 31st. Today is the 31st when I'm filming this, of October. Coming into that new moon on the 1st in the morning. So faith that whatever seeds you're planting, you're burying right now, they are going to blossom so big and bright in the spring. Just having faith in the cycle, keep going. Just be patient. Let things take root. I know it's exciting. You can probably see what's on the horizon, but you can't rush it. All right, and we also have under that the supermoon attraction. So that is, I think the full moon in Aries is the third supermoon in a row. And then why not? We have protection. So your efforts, your creations are all protected. And then we have the path again. We have the process show up, the keep going, all these pathways. Doors are opening for you. People, opportunities, people are going to want you and your attention. So again, I think you'll have the discernment to know which path is going to fulfill you the best. How about, let's see, all these creations here. Let's get this magic card going. Magic cards for Pisces. And that's nice, protection while traveling there. She's kind of flying. Okay, and this fell out on the floor. Successful career, happy working environment, pay rises and promotions. That's Saturn direct. Saturn ruling the 10th house of work. Okay, and underneath I mentioned abracadabra. I speak as I create. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. All right, you're on something this month, Pisces. Let's see what rune we can pick for Pisces. Okay, oh. All right, so this fell down on the floor. That is Berkano, the birch tree, the 18th rune, 18 being associated with that moon card in tarot, of which you are the ruler. So it means, brings us earth power for rebirthing. Well, what did we start this reading with? The power of earth, the master of crystals, the adept of crystals. Okay, birch tree, bride, and mother. Okay, and we have a mother pictured here as well. I mentioned the wise one. A crone, an older feminine, someone who's created a lot of life or a lot of opportunity. And we have this imagery of a pregnant woman with faith on the card as well. And birch bark, I believe, is white. So Berkano is essentially the same in form and sound as the letter B in the Greek and Latin alphabets. So the name of the birch tree may derive from the Indo-European root barak, meaning bright or shining, so that birch signified the white tree. So Berkano is the rune of the earth who receives the sacrifice or seed and holds it within herself, guarding and nourishing it until the time has come for it to return to the world outside again. What do we have here? A woman who received seed. We have also the springtime that showed up, and they said the buds bloom on their own, so we can't force it. We can't be impatient. So, and yeah, even the tree is signified here for the spring. And literally the next sentence is, it especially rules the birth process of spring. It can also be considered a rune of the Desir. Guards mothers and children, describes the rune as a shining May Queen and her birch, the May tree. So perhaps that's when you go from, in this winter season, you are an adept. You're still studying the principles of wealth and the earth magic. By the springtime, you become a master. By May 1st. Berkano is a birch tree rather than a poplar. The rune may be interpreted as a symbol of the tree goddess found in many cultures, female and motherly, source of nourishment and protection. And we had protection show up here too. This figure is archetypal, transcending the goddess personae to which different peoples have ascribed it. Berkano as a healing rune. Birch oil, which smells something like oil of wintergreen, can be used as an antiseptic or a stimulating rub for sore muscles. It can relieve kidney stones. It's a diuretic, so it's a healing tree. Okay, and it's a rejuvenator. Okay, Berkano is a rune of one that might expect to turn up at significant life passages. It seems to indicate birth and becoming, rootedness, the feminine, bringing into being. It is useful in all female fertility magic and women's mysteries. It's a rune of birth on the physical plane, nourishment, the relationship of mother and child, the female principle, and domestic matters in general. Healing, recovery, regeneration, new growth from old roots. Okay, all right. So either it's I think this manifestation is really going to blossom in the spring. There is a renewal, a rejuvenation of maybe your creative passions, of your ideas that are going to start flowing through you this month. It's already November, so we have 6 months, essentially, 5, 6 months until spring, or 4 if you go by the March calendar. So there is a lot of work that will be done in the next 3 or 4 months, but it will all be very productive and lucrative for you. All right, let's finish off with some little angel cards for you. For Pisces. All right, we have commitment. Yeah, there's doing the hard work. That intend and create, there she's sitting at a writing desk even. You know, staying committed to the work. And then we have power, okay? More scepters being held in the hands. You are the magician this month, having the power to create. And surrender, yeah. Once you've planted those seeds, it's time to let go of the reins. Let Mother Nature do its thing. Let it take its course, and all will come to fruition. So congratulations, Pisces. I wish you the most beautiful creative season of winter, it looks like, that's coming upon you, where you withdraw. You're able to really marinate in your own energy, and beautiful things are going to come out of it. So congratulations. Have a beautiful November. We'll see you next time. Bye.